is I got my smartphone out and I launched a product called Google Goggles, which is this one here. So if I just click on that, oops, if I just click on this one, that was a test when it worked earlier, so hopefully it will work today. So essentially I launched Google Goggles. It's like a camera. I take a picture of the picture here. It's called the Raft of Medusa. I just take a picture there. You can see that it recognises it, it scans it, and it comes up with a search result. It recognises it as the Raft of Medusa. I can click on it. It does a search result, so it's an image-based search. Essentially, that picture is sent up to those hundreds of thousands of servers in the cloud again. They send it back down to my phone within a second. And I get a search result based on that image. So not a text search or a voice search, but based on that image. And you know, the first search result is Wikipedia. And I can click on that. And I can find out a lot of information, such as it's painted by Theodore Géricault. It was in 1818 when it was first started being painting. And I think he was 27 years old when he started painting it. So that was quite impressive, you know, that within a couple of seconds I've got all that information about this particular painting. Now, when my wife came back from the toilet, I told her that it was painted by Theodore Géricault back in 1819, and she looked at me and she knew I was lying, for want of a better word, but she couldn't figure out how it was. But again, you just see the power of smartphones. Whether you're checking social networks or getting information, you can take a picture of anything in the world. You can take a picture of this building, you can take a picture of the Amsterdam Arena. It will recognise it, it will do a search result, and it will give you information about it. So a very, very powerful tool that we're seeing there. We also know that Google helps a lot for society. You know, we had the Arab Spring uprising a couple of years ago, and we know without technology, those Arab Springs and the kind of liberalisation that happened in those countries would not have happened without technology. We know that over 100,000 videos were uploaded onto YouTube within a couple of weeks' time in Egypt, even though the internet was blocked by the government for 5 days within that 2-week period. And we know that the Saudis watched 90 million YouTube videos a single day, and there's lots of them all watching what was going on in Egypt and Libya and everything like that. And in actual fact, Saudi Arabia had the most views on YouTube of any country around the world. So we know that, you know, no longer do people have to do things in isolation. They can collaborate, they can share, they can rise against some of the evil or the forces in the world they don't agree with. And we think Google is a big, big part of that through YouTube, through Google Docs, and the things that we're doing as well. But it was really for education that I wanted to focus on a little bit today and talk about some of the things that we're doing in education. I want to start with a video by our Senior Vice President of Human Resources.